Hey there, gorgeous gays. Version 2 here with Let's Play Celeste. Today is Chapter 7B, The Summit. But before we get into this, which this is gonna be so long. Oh my god. How long did 6B take us? So 6B was an hour and 20, which is less than the normal level. But the Summit's a long ass level. This might take a while. So just a heads up. But before we start, I have to show off something incredible. Doodles, come on down! Da, 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 da. Like it's a game show. Because I have to show off something fucking amazing. So you'll have noticed Doodles in chat for the Celeste LP. Doodles did a doodle of just oh my god, fucking look at this fan art that Doodles made. Holy shit, this is so good. Thank you so fucking much. Holy fucking shit, this is amazing. It's me as Celeste. I'm the Celeste in this picture. It's so fucking good. It is so fucking... I love this. I love this so fucking much. It's so good. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, it's amazing and adorable and I love it. And just... Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. It's so good. It's so good. And I appreciate the detail of the split color lipstick. I don't actually wear that anymore because, well, I don't wear lipstick on stream because any makeup on stream is going to wash off because of how hot it gets in this room. I mean, it's winter right now, but still. And I don't wear lipstick when I'm going out because I'm wearing a mask all the time. So I haven't actually worn the split color lipstick for a long ass time. But I appreciate the touch. I definitely appreciate the touch. And just, it looks so good. It looks so good. Oh, it's so good. So I had to show that off. Because that is just incredible and amazing. And oh my god, thank you so much. That is just, oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm at a point where I'm getting fan art now. It's wild. It's not something I expected. Someone also did fan art for the Professor Layton series. I don't think I got that fan art until after I finished the series. I don't think I actually got to show it off on stream. But like, I'm at a point now where I'm getting fan art, and I'm just like, wait, what? I don't know how to respond to that. I'm just like, oh, okay, sick, awesome, wow, wait. I'm like people like me enough, and people are entertained enough, and I'm like popular enough that like I have fan artists now. What? Probably won't be the last one I make. Oh my god. You keep making more. I'm gonna have to stop paying you. Anyway, we've got the B-side. It is amazing. By the way, it's up too fast. We've got the B-side of this, which we've got a new music track to listen to, obviously. And also, double dash on the B-side, which means it's not gonna ask me to push, it's not gonna push me to my limit at all of like, how difficult it's gonna be. No more running mix. Ooh. Well, this is a similar starting room to how we started before. It's the same room that we started in before, but now it says fuck you. I want to share last stream that I missed my chance to. There's fun facts. I love fun facts. They're fun and they're facts. Alright, this is off to an amazing start. Incredible start. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Goddammit. The 7 gems required to get to the Crystal Heart are actually from the character Select of Towerful Ascension. They're a perfect match. That's awesome. That's awesome. Nice. Little references. There we go. This is some of the stuff that I have, like... Getting precision between spikes is definitely a skill that I need to get better at in this game. So I think it's probably my favorite so far. I still really like, honestly, like, 1B still may be my favorite. 1B may still be my favorite. I keep going too early on that one. There we go. 9 minutes on Spotify, right? Jesus! There we go. Sever the Skyline is a fantastic track. I love the energy of it so much. 9 minutes. Ah! I wasn't actually... For some reason, despite hitting a spring, I wasn't ready for it to bounce me away from it. I don't know why. I wasn't ready for that. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Diagonal one. Alright, no diagonal! Diagonal! No, 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 no! Okay. Which headphones in my ear? Okay, so... What's the plan on that? I guess the plan is as I fly away from the spring, I have to dash then. Instead of waiting until I'm like all the way far away from it. Like... Nope. Well, that's... Well, I just... Okay. Okay. No, you do have to... No, you can't just wait until it goes away. Okay. Damn it! That was just me overcorrecting. Whee! Whee! Woo! Yeah, let's just cheer. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh god, this shit. Huh? Okay. Christ. Okay. Yeah, definitely pushing the double dash up to its peak. Definitely pushing double dash up to its peak. Speaking of double dash, anyone else get recommended on YouTube to watch the summoning salt video on double dash? Because I did. About the hidden shortcuts where it's just like people got into the game's code to work out how to make shortcuts in it. I still don't have this beginning part down. Diagonal up into it probably makes the most sense. Ah! That's an awkward one there. That's an awkward one to hit it there. We're living! We're alive! We're alive! It's fine. No! How? What's the best way to go about that? Is it just go over and straight up? Diagonal up into it like this. That is the answer. Okay. Okay. I gotta say, I'm loving the design of this already, in terms of like what it's asked me to do. This is a fun B-side. Damn it. Damn it. And there's something that I do appreciate about the B-sides, which I mean, it obviously, they would do that because they use a lot of the similar mechanics to the original one, is that like the vibe, I mean, not musically, because the music is just full of remixes. But the vibe of the gameplay is similar between the B-side and the A-side. Where like the Celestial Resort was a lot of slow-paced movement and stuff like that. The Mirror Temple was like a lot of obviously mirrors, but like the way the bubbles and just like things like that. Where this one, despite being a B-side, it's still a lot of like fast, intense momentum. Like, you're like, leaping huge gaps and stuff like that. Like, it's precise in terms of there's spikes everywhere, but it's not like... It's still based around just a shitload of movement kind of thing. I mean, like, you got that with the battling thing, right? Like, as well, last time. Where the whole thing with the battling fight is just, like... It's a lot of movement to react to quickly, because you just, like, the way you bounce out. The way you bounce off her and stuff to jump around. Which again, like obviously it's gonna do that because it's similar mechanics and stuff. But it does feel like, there we go, by the way. It does feel like a remix of like the same concepts and stuff like that, which is like, oh, it's really well done. Because they could just make the B-side have some kind of same mechanics, but it'll just be like, fuck you, Kaiser level kind of levels. And they're not. Like the songs, they feel like a remix of what the original level is about. Just a different way of doing the original level. Well, that didn't go okay. Okay. Whole game design is so very fluid and design and never get tired of it. I mean, there's obviously a shitload of reasons for it, but the design is a big part of the reason why I do think this is like top tier platform. Things and stuff like that. There's so many reasons why this game's incredible and stuff like that. Ah! Out of all the things I fucked up. Like I love platformers, right? I adore the genre. It's a genre I've been playing since I was wow, really? It's a genre I've been playing since I was like a young kid and stuff like that. I've always loved it, but there definitely has never been a platform that has made me feel the way this game does, both just in terms of like story and stuff like that, about how it how all of that is going through. What? The story and how it makes you feel and stuff like that, the hypeness that is just the end of it, everything like that, the satisfaction of like seeing a challenge in front of you and overcoming it, the fact that the game doesn't feel like it wants. I don't even know what happened there. The fact that despite being a platform that is difficult, it doesn't feel like the game wants you to be angry or frustrated. In a lot of its design, in terms of like the fairness stuff we were talking about before. Okay, well I wasted that. I'm dead. Okay, launch up there, yeah. Okay. Couldn't see what was up there, so I didn't actually know what to do first. And I think one of the biggest things that I think just makes the game such a pleasant experience, by the way, wow. A pleasant experience to play is the fact that the checkpoints are room by room. I would say, like, out of all of the things that make the game like a joy to play through, I would say that is just like straight up one of the most important aspects of it. Because I feel like there's not many platformers out there that are that generous in terms of their design. And even long rooms in this, where it's just like, oh my god, we have to do that much without a checkpoint. It's just like, it's not, damn it, it's not a ton that you have to do. It's like, I think the longest room so far has been like, what, 30 seconds? Like, of it. That's probably been the most that any individual room has been. In terms of like, when you clear it, like, a successful clear of the room takes like that long. I mean, even outside of platformers, I'd say just like difficulty-wise, this is probably some of the most well-crafted difficulty I've ever felt in a game in terms of just how that difficulty is done, how it paces itself, how it goes the extra mile for the high challenges if people want them and stuff like that, and also just how it makes you feel to actually do it. Having a game that is as hard as this to actually like do the things in it that doesn't feel frustrating is extraordinarily good. Okay, I have no idea what to actually do there. Okay, I gotta like launch myself onto that. Oops, that was how quick it respawns after a death. Anytime you mess up, you're almost immediately going again. Did you never have to actually lose a level? It's just another round. Yeah, extraordinarily that as well. Extraordinarily that as well. Straight up, one of the biggest design issues about New Super Mario Brothers, the entire series. I don't know if it ever changed, but I'm pretty sure. Even up until God damn it, even up until the most recent one on the Wii U and stuff, I'm pretty sure every New Super Mario Bros. Level is just like, hey, if you die, go back to the map and go back in and stuff like that. I think even the old Donkey Kong Country games like that. Returns in Tropical Freeze on. Though they still have like a long animation of, here's the death animation. And then you float up slowly with a balloon. And then you respawn and stuff like that. So it's a waste a lot of your time. By the way, we did it. 500 meters. It's the light motif, I think. Okay. I see a concept of what I'm doing. Bye! Ow. Okay, I'm not actually using that for momentum, am I? What this is gonna be? This is gonna be a little awkward, I think. Maybe I do want to use the momentum to get a little bit of height. Maybe you can diagonal there and it's fine. Definitely not. Another thing I want to mention from last time, slides both bass soundtracks. Music slowly changes every time you reach a new section level to introduce live motifs and moves from the original level soundtrack. Oh yeah, you can, the advancing music every time you like get to a new section of this game is so good. I have no idea what to actually do there. That's because I could use 2 dashes, but then I don't have the second dash to get the next pistol. Maybe I should let it launch me. Maybe if I let it launch me, it will give me another comeback. I keep holding back as I jump off that instead of neutral. I think it's got. I think I do have to let it launch me in some capacity. It's going well. It's going well. Ah, there it is. Fucking stop holding back when I jump up. Ah. Okay, where do I go there? Excuse me, what? Little early on that one. There we go. Okay. Ah, there we go. Nice. Been re-experiencing a similar feeling a lot playing through the DLC. First time I'm going, what the fuck am I meant to do here 10 times later? Holy shit, that's what I meant to do here? Yeah, it's kind of... That is something that this game is kind of good at in terms of instilling terror of just like what you have to do, of just... You think you're scared because you don't know what to do, and then you realize what you're meant to do, and you just shit yourself again. Okay, so that launches off. So I need to use my first dash to get through that. Next one to go onto there. Launch up. Oh yeah. I'm basically doing the same trick like 3 times in a row here. When it launches up there, we want to launch... Do we even want to use a dash to go up onto that one? No. Because you'd have to dash to get around that bend there, but you might be able to jump and go over to there. Land on that, and then that will just go straight the fuck up. Okay. 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 Perfect execution. goal. Definitely need a dash there. Oh, shit. Easy! 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 I just noticed the sound of stepping on the grating. It's literally the first time I've noticed that. It's the first time the music's been quiet enough since I've had headphones on to notice that. Going from wait, what? Yeah, I can do that. Such a good feeling in games. It's how a game makes you feel like you're a genius. And this game is very good at that. There are certain games that are just really good at making you feel smart. I literally didn't see that there. So I'm not feeling that smart right now. I feel like the games that just make me feel the best about my skills are the games that I end up liking the most. Because another game that I played earlier this year that would also be among my favorite games of all time, like Celeste now, that was also really good at making you feel smart, is Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick's really good at making you feel clever. With, like, solving the puzzles and everything in it. And there's no checkpoint before I even get to the telescope. That's so mean. Okay, bounce on that. Fall off that, land on that one. This sucks. These three in a row, that sucks. Let's bounce off. Okay, that can work. That can work. It's not too bad. Easy. Okay, I can see that up there. Clear the room easily? Yeah, that's fine. Not walking off the ledge? Apparently too difficult for me. Okay, so I have to dash to like get onto the other side of that. Okay. Let me go this and we just go, whoa. A little early on that one. That's so mean! That is so cruel! Ah! Really? Really? Huh? Huh, really? Okay. Fuck you. I needed the dashes at the end of that, so... What the fuck? Ah, there we go. There we go. Whew. There we go. 4,000 meters. Only one who thinks Celeste reminds me of Super Meat Boy. Sup, Barlin? Probably. To me, this is so wildly different to Super Meat Boy. I don't even think they're slightly comparable. Honestly, if you were to ask me what platformer I think represents the opposite of Celeste, I'd say Meat Boy. I'm not even joking. Primarily, now I will say that's primarily from a control standpoint. I'll say that's primarily from a control standpoint. Super Meat Boy is a lot about building up momentum with a lot of movement and having the floatiest fucking jumps in the world. Where Celeste is about short, rapid bursts of speed with a much heavier feeling character who can like reverse and change the momentum incredibly quickly. They're both Twitch action challenge platform, the same genre with wildly different execution. Yeah, in terms of how they go about it, they're so far from each other. But yeah, Twitch action challenge platformer, that would make sense for both of them. Meat Boy's a lot more cruel. I never got far enough into Meat Boy to know how cruel it gets and stuff like that. I know there's that one boss fight that everyone hates. That's basically just Simon Says is a boss fight that people don't like. But that's like the only part of it that I can say that's that. Things like that. But yeah, in terms of how they control, I would say Meat Boy and Celeste would be on the opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of how they control. I think the only one that would go further than Meat Boy is like N+. Like, because N+ is wild when it comes to like aerial control and floatiness and stuff like that. Like, because this is just like, look at this jump, right? This jump is just, you're on the ground in a couple seconds, right? And if you're like launching through the air, you can stop your momentum easily and just plummet straight onto the ground in an instant and stuff like that. And then you plummet fast. Meat Boy is floaty as hell. It's why I don't like Meat Boy. I don't think Meat Boy is a bad game, and I've got nothing against it. But I personally don't like Meat Boy because how floaty it is. But that's more so just what I grew up with. I grew up playing Donkey Kong Country, so like Donkey Kong Country and Crash Bandicoot. Those are like the platformers that defined my childhood. So they become the platformers that have defined what I like in platformers. And well, Donkey Kong definitely has some more of the build-up momentum thing with like how the rolls into enemies work and stuff like that. Donkey Kong Country and Crash Bandicoot are both heavy platformers in terms of how your character feels. They both feel weighty as hell. Whereas something like M+, or just N, or anything like that, or Mario, are a lot lighter playing. And I didn't play those much growing up, so yeah. I do love N series though, mainly because the original N is from PC. Whoops. I played a lot of N in school. Like, whoops. Like they were one of the games on the school computers. Once we got towards the end of high school, it was all about Halo Combat Evolved on PC, but there was a lot of N on PC as well. Whee! Ow! Okay, I need to slow down and actually look at what's happening. Okay, so we want to go not into the spikes. Whee! Nice. Whee! Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why I do like Celeste so much, because Celeste gives me like the intense difficulty platforming of something like a Meat Boy, but in a control format that I like. Not many heavy platformers, I think, go super hard in their control, like the difficulty and stuff like that, or at least not in a fair, fun way. When I was in school, the most popular game was Realm the Mad God, a semi-obscure free MMORPG. Definitely sounds obscure. I mean, there's a difference between what was popular, like, among people when we were in school, and what we played when we were on the computers, not doing schoolwork. Those are different games. Those end up being different categories. Like, we didn't play a ton of Halo outside of school, but for the clunkers that our school had, and what we were able to put onto them, Halo Combat Evolved was on there. And it was awesome because we ended up having, there was a couple few different friend groups who were in like the computer class that oh dear God. Sorry, gotta concentrate. Oh, wow, okay. Wow, okay. Wow at the end there. Because yeah, there was like a few different friend groups in that computer class, but we were all able to like play together and have fun playing the ever-living shit out of Halo. Because we'd usually just do stupid maps. Realm the Mad God is definitely a computer lab game. Yeah, it's the computer lab game genre of games, where it's just like, this is a game that you play when you're not doing work in high school. For us, that was Combat Evolved. There was that one map in Combat Evolved where it's like, it's basically a circle, and there's like the central pillar, and it has like 4 ramps that go up to it, and like you can go, like there's like a section, I think like maybe some tunnels on the outside, the 4 ramps that go up to the top, and you can go into the middle there. Playing that with exclusively rocket launchers was one of the popular ones. Of just, let's just load into this with exclusively rocket launchers or exclusively shotguns. And just have like all fucking 15 people in the class just cause havoc. It was fun times. It was fun times. The little splashy sound. Ow. I want to diagonal that one down, don't I? Ah! 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 So we want to somehow go like... Okay, well that plan was done. You just gotta dash out of it fast. Because I'm trying to think of a way to get in there diagonally. No, you just dash down super fast. Ah! You gotta like get close enough so you can dash into that bit. Then you gotta jump out of it there. Now it's like... I see. Okay, then we go... Ah! Okay, it's fine. No! 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 A knife! No! I love that. I love that video so much. I don't even know why. I think it's just the way she says no. Just the way that she goes, no! I love it so much. It's a classic, it really is. Should I download the TikToks? Okay. Is TikTok something I should get? Absolutely not. See, the thing is, like, whenever I see TikToks, it's, I can't diagonal out of that, obviously. When I see TikToks, like, when people do their Twitter threads of funny TikToks that they've seen, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy those TikToks that that people put into Twitter threads. And there's certain types of like some of it is just like standard internet humor that you can see in other places. There's definitely some videos where I can just be like, this is like clearly TikTok humor and stuff like that. And some of it's good, but I also wonder if just like I meant to dash there. Is just seeing people's Twitter threads of good TikToks the best way to experience TikTok, so I don't have to see everything else on TikTok? Should it be like Tumblr, where I let people post their Twitter threads of Tumblr? So I let someone else go through the suffering of having to experience what the actual whole platform is. Done. Just so I can see the highlight reels of it? I don't know. By the way, another unclear. Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's also how I experience Tumblr. I don't have a Tumblr, but I just see people's Twitter threads of all the fun ones. The stuff that gets shared in the good parts, the rest is honestly not worth the app. It's not great. And that's kind of the thing where it's just like, I know obviously Twitter has its issues, obviously, right? Okay, this is a fun room. I like this room. I did these LCs. Somebody experienced Twitter threads that pass peer review. I know. Well, again, I don't know how Tumblr works. Tumblr might have the similar thing that I appreciate about Twitter. But I imagine if TikTok functions in any way, like I know it's not Facebook, but like I can very much curate what I see on I can very much curate what I see on Twitter, right? Like I follow an extraordinarily small amounts of people on Twitter, and I try to keep that down. Like, I see people who follow like 2,000 people on Twitter, and I'm just like, this app's got to be unusable for you once you get to that point, right? Like, I'm not talking about followers, like where you just everything you post will have people mentioning it, so actually seeing any important notifications is useless. So using it for any type of social reasons is just out the fucking window, right? I'm talking about people you follow. If you're following 2,000 people, that's just too much shit to see. So I keep my Twitter timeline very curated. Like, if I pass 150, my idea is just like, I need to find some people to stop following, right? Anyone who I like personally know and stuff will stay on there and stuff like that. Because as much as certain people will try to claim, no, if you unfollow someone on Facebook, it doesn't mean you don't want to be friends with them in real life. Every single time that I've seen people unfollow people that they know in personal life on Twitter, they stop also talking to them in real life. Damn it! But I'm just like, people I choose to follow, I'm just like, if enough time passes, I'm just like, oh yeah, most of the stuff I see if this is uninteresting, I just say bye. So because I keep a very curated Twitter experience, I feel like I have the good thing of just, I pretty much, like, I see people talk about, I see people talk about, like, the bullshit that they see on Twitter, and I'm just like, then stop following the people who do that. Stop following the people who do that. Like, I follow a very small amount of people, so basically everything that is on my Twitter timeline that I see is going to be something that I'm at least partially interested in, or might be curious about, or something that I can learn about, and something like that. Everything I see on Twitter is that. Because if someone's posting a bunch of shit that I don't want to see, and stuff like that. So I can curate my Twitter experience a lot, which I think definitely helps. Issue is TikTok's recommendations algorithm is a black box. The things you see are affected as much by the people you follow as the videos you like, as things you search for, as the videos the people you follow as breakfast we had this morning. So yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing that you can't do with Facebook. I mean, Facebook is also just like one of the worst hives of just like the awful shit on the internet and stuff like that. But for Facebook, you can't just make it, I want to follow these people and I want to see what they post or what they personally share. Facebook does not let you do that. And again, yeah, as you're saying there, from my understanding, TikTok was always a platform that is the same. You can't choose what you want to see on the platform. So, yeah. I mean, like, some people say that YouTube is an uncurated space, but again, I do think it's kind of like Twitter, where it's just, people will say they miss videos in their sub boxes, and then it's like, I didn't get alerted to this video, you gotta click on the bell and stuff like that, because I didn't see it in my sub box and everything like that. And I've had certain videos that have been, like, not appeared in my sub box, and it's clearly videos that YouTube is trying to, like, hide and stuff because of topics that it covers and stuff like that, and it's very blatant when it happens. But, like, if someone's just uploading random videos, again, I'm subbed to maybe, like, 20 people on YouTube. I don't follow hundreds of channels on YouTube. So once again, everything in my sub box is by a channel that I know. And I don't watch everything in my sub box. In fact, I would watch maybe 10% of it, if that. But I know everything in my sub box is by creators where, there's a decent chance I'll want to see something if they're putting it up there. And I basically extraordinarily rarely use the recommendation system on YouTube. The only time I'll ever use the recommendation system is if I've got no idea what I want to watch by anyone who I already watch. I might go through recommendations on a video I'm already watching, not the homepage. Fuck YouTube's homepage. Don't touch that shit. But if I'm going through like that, if I recognize I very, very rarely click on a YouTube video by a channel that I don't recognize unless I'm like actively looking for a new LP to watch and then I'm looking for a new person. But if I'm like scrolling through recommendations, I'll just be like, oh yeah, someone I know mentioned this person. Oh, this person collabs with them, or this other person that I watch has mentioned this person in the past and something like that, which is like Summoning Salt. I mean, I've watched Summoning Salt videos before, but I've heard people talk about how good Summoning Salt videos are and stuff like that. So it was like a day or two ago that I was scrolling through, just like, I don't know what I want to watch, and then I saw Summoning Salt had the Mario Kart Double Dash video, so I'm just like, oh, I know Summoning Salt, I've watched his stuff before, I quite like that, and the people I know seem to enjoy his stuff as well, so I clicked on it. But like, I'd never click on just a random fucking video. I've started watching some RT game stuff lately, because I had people in the Discord mention that they liked RT game, and I never went out of my way for it, but I saw RT game pop up in a recommendation. He was doing like a Trackmania thing where it was like a 2-hour lap for a single fucking, like, was like 700 checkpoints or some shit. And I just saw that there was this like RT game video that was mentioned there. And I'm just like, oh yeah, people on my Discord said they liked it. And then I watched it and it's like, that was a good video. It was a good video. Actually, before the stream started, I was well, as I was setting it up, I clicked on like a Hitman video of his that was like him playing as a clown or something. So I'm a similar version. I'm seeing what people and tags you follow is really all that matters, and you see everything the people you follow share. You can also block tags and text even in post, so it's easy to fine tune. At least that's or why I prefer it. You just described, seriously, you described Twitter for me. But I do think Twitter is a case of if you start following too many people on Twitter, that doesn't work anymore on Twitter. The amount of people that I follow on Twitter means that everything you just described is what Twitter is for me as well. So I'll get back to playing with Celeste. Well, I'm not trying to argue that these social media platforms that I'm talking about that I get my enjoyment out of don't have their issues. And the fact that I'm having to talk about all the things that I have to do to make it, like, bearable to use them is also bullshit, right? Like, if these people want you to enjoy their platforms, then, you know, they should be able to let you enjoy their platforms and do a bunch of bullshit, and all that bullshit exists for profit moves and stuff like that. But you can make it kind of work. The song actually changed to be like the loop is the same for every section. I'm definitely hearing some extra instruments in parts of it. I'm definitely hearing some new shit for as it goes on. By the way, welcome KYKT96. You can let me know how you want to pronounce that because I've got no idea reading that. I'd say kite, but I don't know if that's correct. Very similar new elements come in and go depending on the section you're on. Probably just hard to probably just hard to hear with me yammering over about social media. I feel like social media is one of those things that it's so omnipresent that a lot of people are going to have their negative opinions about it, and a lot of them are extraordinarily justified. But I feel like a lot of people's complaints about how social media functions is surface level stuff, without getting into the deeper issues behind it. Like the amount of people where it's just like social media bad because it instills like vanity because. Well, what makes you think you're so good that people want to care about what the things that you're saying? Which to me just sounds like someone complaining that people who normally didn't get a voice now have a voice on social media and stuff like that. Like the types of things where it's just like, I don't know if any of them are strictly Banksy, but the Banksy style are where it's just like, oh look, they're on social media and they're all like drones and stuff like that. Because they only care about what the algorithm, like, they only care about, like, making people see them, and, like, it's such surface level, basic fucking criticisms that don't hold much water because people have always been interested in getting, like, themselves out there. That's always been a thing that people have liked. The internet just makes it a lot easier and stuff like that. So the complaining that social media makes people too vain or something like that, or too self-obsessed, is a bullshit argument. You can make arguments about certain platforms and how they encourage such types of shit to encourage that stuff to an unhealthy extent, or like make people feel bad about their self-image and stuff like that to drive engagement. That you can make criticisms on, because that's the actual shit that you should criticize social media platforms on, is how do the people who design these platforms encourage engagement on their platforms and in what unhealthy ways and stuff like that. Like, I've never used Instagram, but it's something that I hear about Instagram where people will say, like, Instagram very much encourages you to feel shit about yourself to make you want to use Instagram more and stuff like that. I don't know how accurate that is, because again, I don't use Instagram. But that's what I hear people say about it. So, like, that's a valid criticism of the platform and stuff like that. So just saying, oh, it makes... There's death up there. So just saying, oh, it makes people care about themselves too much, it's just an argument that, very much an argument that is just like so surface level and shallow as it's basically worth ignoring. And I thought we would have gotten out of that era now that we're past like the year of 2011, that people wouldn't criticize social media in such basic ways anymore, but no, it's not. Like, you can actively see the changes in the world based on, like, the way social media platforms drive engagement to drive, like, a lot of things becoming worse. Just, like, look at how many people, like, obviously, governments and media had a lot to do with a lot of people's responses to like the COVID pandemic that is still happening and stuff like that. But social media also actively encouraged that shit an awful lot and stuff like that. I don't feel like I should have survived that, but I'll take it. I hate this, by the way. I hate this, by the way. That's a checkpoint? Game, that is awfully generous of you. That is awfully generous of you. I was not expecting that. That is very generous, thank you. I've now forgotten how I did this the first time around. Not by rocketing myself directly into the roof of death. Not like that. Or into the moving ball of death. This is another one of those cases where I'm just like, I don't actually know how to do this. I'm gonna throw myself at it and hope it works. I can't mentally picture a way of getting this to work. So I'm just gonna throw myself and hope that it works. I accidentally dashed there after grabbing my crystal again. Fuck! Ow! 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 I'm going too late on that. I have an idea. I have a plan. The plan is to die repeatedly, apparently. Apparently, that's the plan. There we go. There we go. Oh, God. God, I have to grab keys. Okay. Ow. Stop. I'm trying to grab onto the thing. There we go. Whee! Ow. It's an odd checkpoint. I know, it's awfully generous of the game to just give me the checkpoint in the middle there. I wonder if they realized that, yeah, getting past those things is kind of annoying, so they're just like, okay, here's a checkpoint for it. I once again have no idea what I'm doing here. Don't know how the fuck I did that! Don't know how the fuck I did that. One of it was always planned to be one. It feels like it wasn't. It feels like it was put there just because getting through that was like weird. I don't know how I did that. I don't know how I did that. I have no idea. That was an accident. That was an accident? I'm not gonna take credit for that. Gamer powers. That was completely unintentional. I was flailing and it just worked. Gamers, innate gamer instincts. I just have so many gamer bones in my gamer body. That's all it is. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I touched the death there. I'm like almost 100% sure of that, but I'll take. Ow! When you reach enough gamer skill, you hit stop bullets like in the Matrix. Give Madeline a gun. That's what Celeste 2 needs to be. That's what Celeste 2 needs to be. Madeline, but with a gun. Ow. I'd say things about games with guns, but it's kind of spoiled around. Maddie got a ball ready in Towerfall and Theo's Insta. We're gonna do that at some point. When's it appropriate? I like the way this room feels for some reason. Oh, like bouncing between all those things? Yeah. Yeah. That's the most satisfying that those moving things have ever felt. When should I look at Theo's Instagram? Like, when's a good moment for it? Because there's still levels to go. I don't know if stuff that is on his Instagram would like cover any of the stuff in levels I haven't done yet. Because I gotta do it at some point to complete the LP, but I don't know when it would be appropriate. This is gonna suck. Okay, stop. Ow. Probably post 100%, but let me check. I mean, I imagine at some point it would have stopped being updated. It's not like it's still going. Unless they're really dedicated. They could be. Ow. Because that'd be a cute thing to do at some point, I think. Theo, Undenied Amber. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the account. Ah! 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 Ugh. Ugh. Definitely as intended. It was finished a while back. I think it's fine to look at as long as you beat the game, but I'm double checking too. Yeah. Oh, does it have any of the DLC in it? And there's also a level that we haven't done, like the post-game level. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, thank God no wind. Get a break from the wind for a second. Oh, this music is so good. Not a fan. Not a fan. Finish full DLC came out. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it at some point. Ow! Ow! This is gonna suck. Okay, so I saw one of these holes in the background and I thought it was a dash gem. That's new. The springs on one of these things? Yeah. Not a fan. Not a fan. Me no likey. Jesus. Okay. I was trying to think of a way to delay it by dashing in the air. Just like give myself a little bit more time before I have to come back down. That doesn't work. Turns out. Last 3 photos could be spoiler leaning. We can always just wait. We can always just wait. Like spoilers for like DLC or for like a level I haven't done. Do you get more bounce off a spring if you hold jump? I don't think you do. I'm trying to think if I have to hold jump for like this fucking jump. Ow! I do wonder if I'm going about that section wrong. I'm doing something wrong there. So I'm using 2 dashes to get in there. I'm just definitely doing something wrong. It's just... Hell yeah! Bullshitted it at the end, but it worked. DLC, it's rather minor though. Oh, we can just wait until we beat the game then. We can always just wait until we beat the game. Like, it's not like we have to rush into it now kind of thing. Ah! Ah! Stop! Stop! They're aiming for me now. Oh, I have to? Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Game, you're a prick. Game, you're a prick. Game, you're a bitch, and I hate you. Stop it. How the fuck? Screw you! So aggressively. Oh, god damn it. So aggressively mean. Okay, I was thinking maybe if I do a hyper, it'll give me enough, but no. Denial of diagonal movement. It doesn't... I'm not even intentionally doing the diagonals. I'm just accidentally pressing it. I'm accidentally pressing the diagonals. It's not even intentional. I'm just accidentally angling it. Ow! Doing 2 dashes in a row in the same direction means that my chances of my thumb slipping and pointing in a different direction are increased. That's all it is. Come on! Fuck you! I think they're fine. Firstly, they all came out before the DLC was actually released. They're not meant to be seen with anything more than base game knowledge. True. 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 Ow. True. I'm mad at the video game now. I'm mad at the video game. 0 out of 10. It's so mid. Not even good. Okay, I'm worried I am actually crushing it. I'm worried I am actually crushing this level. I mean, there's still several sections after this. Actually, no, there's only 2 after this, isn't there? There's only 2 sections after this, isn't there? Mirror Temple and then Summit. Though Summit is long. Finally got hit by a well, at the end it was bullshit! They teased the DLC. Ah, okay. Well, again, yeah, if it was released before, if that was shown before the DLC came out, I think that's fine. Maybe, like, maybe once we 100%, we'll do that. Like a nice little way to cap that off before we do the DLC. How long's the DLC, by the way? Like, how... Damn it. Like, how huge are we talking? Because, I mean, I don't know, but I'm going to assume that that extra post-game level is, like, the only post-game level we have kind of thing. It might also have a B-side. It might also have a B-side. Depends on how post-game functions with this. I mean, everything so far is that also shoots. Long? Long? Okay. Long, that's scary. One chapter, it's about the size of 2 to 3. Jesus Christ. Okay. I can reach. I can reach. I can't reach. So basically what I'm hearing is longer than 1 stream. Longer than 1 stream is what I'm hearing. I mean, like, we're still a whiles away. We're still a whiles away. Again, being spoiled on Seasides means I know there's still quite a lot left of this. That's before we even get to the new level. That part is so awkward for me, and I don't actually know why, because it's not that different to the stuff I've done. Hell, it's not that different to stuff I'm doing to get there. It was longer than my 6-hour PlayStation Tuesday at least, so I'm definitely not the greatest at the game. And I'm not the greatest at the game. Maybe like 3rd, but... Okay, my skills are way more in terms of finding secrets. Ah! Fucked up the cloud! Damn it! This ain't a Final Fantasy VII! Total side note. But having, going back into FF7 Remake, it's such a fun experience. So, I'm finally back to streaming hard mode, with some level of consistency. And going through it's really making me remember why I enjoy that game so much. Ow. First time I was gonna do it in 4 hours, but I can also do it in 15. That is... So when we're saying how long it is, it's purely based on it's difficult, so it's hard to even give an estimate of time, because who the fuck knows. Last 7 hour stream was just so fun, so fun. I loved it. The last one was so good. I will say, out of all of the moments to stop FF7R for like an extended period of time before coming back to it, I definitely chose one of the most awkward ones, because it's so much just like in the middle of a moment. No. So like we're just in the middle of a moment, so we've just come back into like a really awkward section. It's alright, chapter 14 will be like 3 streams for it, so it'll feel like we're back in normal for it. So this chapter section, so it has like 3 times many as any other chapter, so no matter your skill level. Long. Got it, okay. Okay. That means that's a good thing. It means I get to play Celeste more. It means I get to play Celeste more. I beat the game in 5 streams. I'm glad that the total LP isn't like 7 streams. There we go. There we go. This is a very fun B-side. This is a very fun B-side. I don't know if I put this B-side in terms of like how good it is as high as some of the others. But it is very fun. It is very fun. It's a fun B-side for its movement and stuff like that. No, I feel like how to solve, like the thing of how to solve hasn't been as much of a thing here as some of the other B-sides that like, it really pushes you to just like basically rethink the fucking game in some capacity of just like, how does this work kind of thing. It hasn't been bad, but it's definitely not been bad. It's probably because the actual chapter 7 was already like quite difficult to actually get through. Ah. Yeah, like it's not like that it's bad. It's just in terms of like pushing you further than the original one. I feel like, and again, it's probably just because it's a late level, and also you've got 2 dashes, which, like in the other level, gives you more room for error. Though in this, you usually have to use 2 dashes to get through anything. But just having 2 of them makes it easier anyways. But yeah, like, I feel like some of the other B-sides, compared to the original level, push you way harder than what this one is. Not strictly a bad thing. For reference, the times for the main game is around 20 minutes, just A-sides. DLC is 9 minutes. Wow, okay. Diagonal right, I guess. Like down right. Diagonal up there. Yeah. Like it's not. This ain't a bad level. I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's a lot of fun movement. It's just. I can definitely tell that it's like it's not pushing me as like hard compared to what the base level is compared to some of the other ones. Like, going to the A side of level 1 after doing level 1 is just like, kick you in the face with, sup bitch, this is how hard it gets. Like, definitely harder than the original summit, just, you know. Damn it. But like, think about how much like the B-side for chapter 6 kicked my ass compared to the original. Yeah, it took less time, but how much of the time that was in the A-side for chapter 6 was literally trying to get to the dev room. So it's probably probably an unfair comparison. But I mean, we still have the last section of this to go, so it could easily change. It could easily change. But like, I'm just thinking about how some of the rooms at the end of like chapter 6's B-side kicked my ass and were just like, hey, here you fucking go. 7B is more of a send-off than a main challenge upset, I think, since chapter 8 is fully post-game content. Yeah. That's gonna be the one where it will like say, hey, fuck you. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad level. I'm really enjoying it. It's just, it's a different vibe than what like I'm used to for B-sides kind of thing. Which, guys, I'm still dying a lot, by the way. Like, I'm still dying. Mainly I was being an idiot, but you know. don't know what I was thinking there. Such a small gap. Such a small gap. There we go. There we go. There we go. See? Easy. Literally just one section of it that was being right in the balls. Don't know why I phrase it that way, but you know. Okay, they're covered in spikes. Good to know. I was about to say, how many spikes are these things covered in? Oh, completely? Sick. What? What? Huh? Huh? I'll be honest, I don't understand. I don't get it. I guess if I just bounce over to it and grab it, I can jump away from it before it dashes away. Am I meant to do? Oh, I meant to do that. Okay, that's what the point of that is. I'm just like, why does that exist? Oh, I meant to like launch over and grab that side to fall down into the spring. I'm not meant to just slide under it. Though I'll be honest, it seemed easier to slide under it. Yeah, it's easier to just slide under it, so I don't get it. I'm stupid. That is just me being stupid. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, maybe flying over might be good. Okay, maybe not. Either of them are awkward as shit. Either of them are awkward as shit. But I've not succeeded the other way once, so I'm not gonna do it. I getcha. Okay, then we do this and we go. Yeah, we do that. We crush our skulls. That's what we do, obviously. This is a cool little bit though. Like the way it continues. Platforms. I should use the momentum as it goes back up. Oh no. I was gonna say I should use the momentum as it goes back up, but no, you're shooting it up, so you better do it. That's just an awkward jump to do though. I don't know if I should spend the time trying to get onto the back side of that, or whether I even have enough time to do that. Ow. I got it before, but I don't remember how I did it. Did I just jump over? No, never gonna make it that way. Never gonna make it. You'll never make it. Issue is I'm holding back onto the spring to hit the spring, and I'm not letting go of holding back early enough to actually like launch myself the way I need to go. It's still easier than this one though. None of them raise. How's getting onto the spring the hardest part about this? There we go. I'm doing... See, the thing is, I don't know what I'm doing wrong there when I don't make it. It's another one of those issues of just, like, I feel like I'm doing the same thing, but I'm clearly not. So because I don't actually know what I'm doing wrong, I can't fix it. Like, I don't know if I'm jumping too late, if I'm, like, holding directions poorly. Like, I don't actually know. Fuck! Ow. The stupidest part of this room is the hardest part for me. This part right here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh wow, already the battling for this. I feel like there was like 3 rooms for the Mirror Temple here. Or did I split through the earlier ones without actually, and just like went through a shitload of them at once? I'm not actually sure. Whee! That. Whee! Not quite how physics works, but you know. Oh! Oh, they have spikes on them. I saw them moving away and I thought they were fine. Celeste Mountain physics be damned. No, this is just what queer people can do. Queer people can just do this. That's just how it works. Wait, so what is this? Oh, we stand on it. Is that gonna... Yeah, I was not sure what to do there. No! No! I grab onto the wall first, so I wasn't ready for it. That's completely fucked me up. Ow. Slightly too late on that. That's fine, don't worry about it. Ow! I grab on the moving platform, I'm not ready for it. I'm just like, oh, okay, I gotta jump differently now. Jesus! I feel like it gave me extra momentum. Did I do it with, like, good timing or something? Timing's so good it killed me? I swear. My first room attempt curse in this game is so fucking real. My first room attempt in this is so real. Of just how much better I do the first time I try a room compared to any other time. It's so fucking real. And I don't know why. My first try is always like pretty good and I get a good way. And then just having to redo the previous sections that I cleared just fine last time kills me over and over. Something so good it kills something over and can't constantly playing the DLC. It's a curse. It's a curse. See, really, when you think about it, the reason I died so frequently is because I'm actually too good at the video game. I'm better than what the video game expected players to be at the game, so therefore it killed me. So what the fuck do I do here? That, if I stand on that, like dash, frame perfect wall jumps aren't very helpful when you're trying to grab the wall actually. So here's my thought process and I don't know if it's gonna work. Dash and land onto it, and as it comes back, I stand on it, and then I dash again so I'm actually standing on it. There we go! Fucking hell! That was so fast! We zoomed onto the wall so fast. She absolutely just gave herself a concussion on that wall. Just fucking splat. It was just fucking instantly. By the way, 20. It's not 30. It's not 30. But it is 20. Oh, we're immediately stuck. Oh. Oh, that's what this does. Kill me. 19 is right there. Okay, so, okay. No! I was wondering if, like, the wall bounce would work on it. Hey! If you did, it would still be awkward as hell. Ow! That works. That works. That works easier. 19! Oh. Oh, I see. 18! Uh, 17! There we go. This is unlike the last time. I like how narrow this is. Like, we're not going around. This is a straight path up. We're climbing through the mountain. Ah. You thought Madeline was good last time because she climbed up a mountain. What if she climbed up in a mountain? Hell yeah. 15! Wee, wee, wee! Oh, God. Wee, wee, wee! Wee, 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 wee! Wait! Okay, okay. Wee, 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 wee! Wee, 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 wee! How annoying can I make this to watch? Wee, 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 wee! Very is the answer. Wee, 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 wee! Woo! 14. Ah, now we're going around it. Now we're going around. That's why I was letting you know, the obstacles aren't just floating in midair. Oh, because it's got all the stuff there, yeah. Like, you can see that, yeah. Try to give it some semblance of reasonableness of how this shit actually makes sense. 13! Wee, wee, wee! I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. My viewer count will plummet if I keep going. Wee! I'm not gonna stop though. I'm not gonna. I gotta stop. Wahoo! Fuck yeah! Just immediately. Just immediately. I've become the wacky wahoo pizza man. Okay, so what am I doing wrong again? How do I get the amount of things that the distance that I need here? Have I gotta go? I guess I gotta go up, around, come over to the left a bit, and then diagonal both ways. Because I'm using one to go straight left, which means I'm losing height there. So I guess I gotta come around enough that I can diagonal up left and then diagonal up right. Ah, that's what it is. Ah! That's my spirit of Charles Martinet. Woohoo! Wee! I prefer that one, because I said I was becoming Wacky Wahoo Pizza Man, but the voice of Dante is like a QAnon jackass, so, you know. So, maybe I shouldn't be him. Woohoo! Waha! Cannot wait. Cannot wait for the Mario movie to come out. And Chris Pratt's Mario voice is just going to be him sounding like Chris Pratt. Yeah. Yeah, he is, yeah. Yeah, he's some kind of asshole. I believe QAnon specifically was the one. My brain's saying Rube Langdon, but I don't know if that's actually his name. My brain is saying QAnon, but I could be wrong on that. It might be like an anti-vaxxer or something like that. I don't quite remember exactly. It's something along those lines. It could be multiple. It could be multiple. My brain is saying QAnon, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I see. Okay. There's like this tiniest little gap when you get to the top section where there's a tiny little divot in the spikes, and I think the idea is that gives you enough space. Diagonal. That gives you just enough space to do a diagonal out of there. Yeah, see how it's got that tiny little dent there? I think the idea is I go dash over that way, and then as I fall into that, I can dash up that way. But mirrored, because I'm doing it for... Whoopsies. Because I'm doing it how I do it, so mirrored for the people out there. I'm not one of those streamers out there who mirrors my webcam, okay? I'll be honest, I still don't understand why that's the thing. I'm still not 100% sure why mirroring your webcam is a thing that is seemingly incredibly common in streaming. And I can understand it if like you look better that way, or just if you want to see yourself in your webcam, you want to see yourself how you see yourself in the mirror. So any facial features or hair part or anything like that, you want to see yourself as you see yourself in the mirror. So like that I understand. And also like for me, because my face is so asymmetrical, I look quite different when I'm mirrored because the asymmetricalness looks the other way. Like I can look at the mirror there and I can look here in my webcam and like I can tell they're the same person. But if I saw two people on the street who looked like facecam fire and mirror fire, I could think they're two different people. But like I have an extraordinarily asymmetrical face. But I feel like it's a lot more I feel like it's a lot more common than just that explanation suggests. I don't know. I just know there's a lot of people who do it. I think it's to make it easy to intuit how you're moving on camera, but I don't really get it either. I mean, I can kind of get that, but I don't know, I can kind of understand that. I mean, like, I'm just doing this for my own visuals, for my own personal sake and stuff like that, but... Maybe I can just go high enough that I don't need to do the diagonal. There. It's just about jumping off the cloud at the right timing. I'm just jumping at the cloud, but it's not the right timing, so I'm not getting as much height as I actually need. That's scary. It's scary! 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 Just falling that far, not knowing what's gonna happen next. Well, I made it with a direct up on that one, but... Ow. That is a very difficult jump there. Like, off the cloud. Okay, ready? No! I meant to dash up in the diagonal again. Damn it. Okay. That was way too slow on the dash there. My climb up the mountain has slowed somewhat. That is very loud. Oh, okay. It's people talking about work stuff. That makes sense. There was a delivery at work today that came with 11 extra stock, and we were looking at just like, how the fuck did they give us 11 extra things? It was for another shop. Which is weird, because it was all in the same box. But, wait. I hit another number, right? I hit 12, right? 12! 12! 12! Whee! Ow! So are all the deaths canon too? Because the game like literally counts the deaths. Are the deaths canon too? Does the mountain also have the ability to bring people back to life if they die on one of its magical spikes? Because if so, Jesus, no wonder the old lady lives here. This mountain has magic powers. It will, like, let you, like, see who you really are and reveal yourself and go on, like, a personal growth journey. Oh yeah, it also makes you fucking immortal. It also does that. It's like, oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I can at least appreciate that like, at least the summit section of this level, like, the summit section of this level is kicking up its difficulty. It's like I was saying before, right? Where the battle and stuff in the last level is what started really ramping it up towards the end. It was hard before that, but then the battle and stuff was the stuff that got really ramped up. Same with this. This is being ramped up. Like, this part was hard before, but I feel like I was kind of blitzing through it. I'm doing that now. 11, I missed off. I almost did too. I don't know, but I don't think Maddie's many deaths are acknowledging can. That being said, I wouldn't put it past the mountain to grant her that so she can keep working towards her goal. It turns out, not in general. In general, that doesn't make you immortal, but because the mountain brings out parts of Madeline, it turns out part of Madeline is her just being incredibly fucking stubborn. So she's literally too stubborn to die. That's just a part of her powers. So most people can't, but Madeline is so stubborn that it works. Okay, so standing on that at all kills you. That tracks. But, hey, but that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Does game theory still suck? I can't imagine it ever improving over time, but then. And honestly, I don't know if it's I don't know if you can get past gave a copy of Undertale to the Pope. Like, I don't know. Like, not to say that like the Pope is a I need a dash for this? Kill me. Pretty much as we go to all GT's ever been. Okay, fair. So I need to give a dash for this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I can grab onto that one. Okay. Well, I'm not saying that, like, the stature of the Pope means that he deserves more respects than being given, a copy of Undertale. Like, fuck the Pope. I think we can agree on that, right? Like, hey, the head of any institution that's gonna have that much power and stuff, you know, fuck him. Like, I don't think that's controversial amongst, like, reasonable people and stuff like that, right? I don't think it's stupid because of that, but it's just like, it's the type of shit that like a loser would think is cool. It's just that, right? It's just like, to be the type of person where it's just like, I'm going to meet someone who is like well known and shit. So to show them my Undertale. Not to say anything bad about Undertale, but, you know. Just. I feel like I don't need to explain why it's stupid. Right? Especially as one, Undertale, like, at the time, I'm pretty sure it didn't have a physical copy. And it would have been a PC game. So it's not that it's not like he gave the Pope like a nice fancy packaging of Undertale that was just like, here's like this nice like pristine LA, like it would have just been a USB stick, right? Like, it's not like he gave the Pope like a nice good copy of Undertale. He gave the Pope a flash drive and said, plug this into your computer and play Undertale, right? Yeah, it's less the Pope deserves better, more so the Pope doesn't even have a computer, and from a symbolic perspective, there are plenty of other games you could have done instead of the internet's current fascination. Yeah, again, nothing, not to shit on Undertale, but like, it was Undertale because it was what's popular at the time. That being said, I do love Undertale. Do I say my hot take? My hot take is based on only playing through Undertale once and doing a neutral ending. And it's just, I like Undertale, and I like Undertale a lot. I don't get it being as hyped as it is. But again, I've played through only the neutral route, so I can't fully judge. I can't fully judge, but like, I enjoyed it, and I really liked Undertale, but I don't know, it's held in a regard of like internet holy grail status, and like, I really like it. I don't get that reputation. So from your sounds very excited, I've been feeling sick the last few days. I'm gonna hope you've been doing what's up. Can I do apologize for missing my streams? I want to make it very clear. Not that I'm not having a go at you or anything. I just want to make it very, I just want to be clear on this, because I don't want to encourage bad habits or ideas or anything. Absolutely no one is obligated to watch all of my streams. Not even my mods. Not even my, like Densha and Deku can miss as many fucking streams as they want. No one is obligated to watch all of my streams. No one is obligated to watch all of my content. No one is obligated to be here live for when it happens or anything like that. Like, and no one needs to feel bad for missing any of it, unless, like, you personally wanted to see it and stuff like that, in which case you're like, you might be upset that you missed it live and stuff like that, but like, you should never feel bad because you missed it for me. Partially because, one, I'm a content creator. I'm gonna do this no matter what, and it's just like, you don't owe me anything in terms of like being a viewer who watches my stuff. You don't personally owe me anything and stuff like that. I'm doing this for you, kind of thing. And two, I stream at the worst times imaginable. If you, okay, change my mind, actually. Change my mind. You are obligated to miss some of my streams. I'm course correcting a little bit. You are obligated to miss some of my streams. If you make it to all of my streams, I will tell you to go to bed. I stream at the worst times. But it does suck that you've been feeling sick. I've been incredibly lucky, and since the pandemic begun, I've never experienced any type of sickness systems of any kind for anything. Touch wood, obviously. Touch wood, but that doesn't change. But I've been incredibly lucky in that regard. Yeah, like, if you want to make it in my streams, by all means, you can. And like, if you want to, like, if you're personally just like, damn, bummed out, just like, damn, I wish I could have caught that stream. Would have been fun to see and stuff like that. And fun to see live and stuff. That's fine. But in terms of, like, against me personally, nothing. Nothing at all. Well, like, I do this for other people. Like, I do this so other people can enjoy it, obviously, and stuff like that. I want to make stuff that people enjoy watching and everything like that. What the fuck do I do there? And stuff like that, but, it's like, there doesn't need to be reciprocal, there doesn't have to be a reciprocal element to this. I'm a content creator, like, and stuff like that. Again, I'm not having a go at you, Angelo. I'm not having a go at you. Like, I'm not upset with you or anything like that. I just want to make that clear. I just want to make that kind of that clear. I think there was something about the Pope's gifts that made slightly more sense. Was there other gifts to the Pope that he got that were more ridiculous than Undertale? Let's leave the stream on the when going to bed for background noise. Totally understandable. As you said, it's 2:30 in the morning, which is fucking ridiculous. Well, I don't stay up that late. I might be awake at that time of the night, but that's because of medical issues. like, I go to bed at 12. If I'm staying up past 12, it means I get fucked up. Like, if I'm deliberately saying that. Also, I took you for being the ultimate lucky stream, but I didn't know your luck also prevented the pandemic from getting to you. Well, again, we hope so. We hope so. I mean, you also got to remember, basically for the first 2 years of the pandemic, Sydney had extraordinarily few cases. That has changed a lot this year because, like the rest of the world, Australia has decided to treat 2022 as the year of pretending the pandemic is over. But for the first 2 years, there was extraordinarily few case numbers here. It wasn't really until like December 2021 that actually started getting to be any kind of like high number of cases in Sydney, or Australia as a whole, really. Victoria had like a bad spat at one point, but even that bad spat is like a lot less compared to a lot of other countries and stuff like that. So for the first 2 years, that's been the main thing. But even for like the several months of this year that have existed at this point, I've been very lucky. US has been trading every year as the year the pandemic is over. Definitely what I've seen here. So that's the thing, the first 2 years in Australia, we were like on it a lot, and there's absolutely things to criticize about the pandemic response that we had in Australia, in terms of some of the fucked up, like, in terms of just some of the awful shit that came out culturally over, like, for the first 2 years, we very much had a lot of instances of the most important thing was having absolutely zero COVID cases, which, like, you know, aiming for no COVID is good, but given a lot of, like, what the country already naturally is in terms of isolationist, fearful and stuff like that, judging other people, being, like, super cops of other people's behaviors, you're allowed to, like, dictate, control, and judge other people's behaviors and stuff like that. Wanting to keep case numbers down to basically nothing brought out a lot of ugliness, politically, media, and culturally, in this country, of a lot of not great things, and stuff like that, which doesn't have to happen with keeping case numbers low. That's just what happened here because of the type of country that we are. And that was like the first 2 years here. So I guess case numbers were basically always low. Like, I think there was like one part over one Christmas, like 2022, I think. 2020, I mean, sorry. Where case numbers got up to, like, it might have hit over 100 a day, like, new cases, but that was the highest. But then when we hit December 2021, we were just like, all right, well, 95% of Sydney is vaccinated, which is also a big helpful thing. Like, obviously, vaccinations aren't the be-all and end-all solution and everything like that. You need more than just that. We are also quite lucky in Sydney. Our vaccination rate for COVID is extraordinarily high, or at least for the first 2 doses. People have been nowhere near as fast in the uptake for, like, business and stuff like that. But, like, December 2021, Sydney hit, like, for the first two doses, like, not over 95% of people, which is extraordinarily fucking high. Which has also definitely helped since then, because it just means, like, obviously it can't prevent you from getting, can't prevent you getting sick, or even, like, getting long COVID, or dying from it and stuff like that. But it definitely helped, like, it definitely makes it a lot harder to get it and everything like that when the numbers are that low. Oh, made it! Fuck yeah! Whew. Whew. That room took some doing. That room took some doing. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Hey, but yeah, once we hit December 2020, it was just like, well, 95% of Sydney is vaccinated, all bets are off. Not taking care of anything else anymore, and there was just nothing. So since then, skyrocket. Cases have skyrocketed here. Still definitely not, like, still definitely less chance of catching it here than some places, just because our vaccination rates are so high that even if you have it, if you're vaccinated, you're less likely to pass it on and stuff like that. Not nothing, but yeah. Welcome to the Beanbounce tutorial. I've been doing this since, like, the fucking second stream. Prime Mappan was invited to a How the Internet Brings People Together summit and was implied he should give the Pope a gift. Still Undertale? A tutorial at 7B. I mean, we got one of these tutorials in, I think, 2B. 2B gave us a tutorial because it was for jumping out of the jelly. But that was the last one. Still lame. Not just slightly more redeemable with that context. Nice. That entire checkpoint is just the wall bounce. So they're gonna ask us to do the wall bounce for like the rest of this? Oh, sick. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Okay, 2 of them in a row. Sick. Haha! Fuck yeah, great the video game! Honestly, there's no low gravity here now because the wind's gone, so now I gotta get used to normal game controls again. Now I gotta get used to normal game controls again. Shit. I'm glad that like we're actually getting speedrun tech in the levels now. Because hey, I've known about the wall bounce for a long ass time. But now I actually get to use it in a way that's not weirdly gimmicky. If I actually, you know, hit the fucking thing. Why did I dash there? The lack of low gravity is throwing me off so much. All Speed Tech is actually fully intended by devs. Not most of it, at least. I played Super Meat Boy. Well, actually. I came up earlier. While you were in here, we were discussing Super Meat Boy earlier. Basically, I'm not I don't have anything against Super Meat Boy as a game. It's just not for me because of how floaty it is. Still a Twitch platformer like Celeste is and stuff like that. But because it is so floaty and stuff like that, it's not for me. Because I'm not a fan of floaty platformers. I like my platformers to feel heavy. Growing up on Donkey Kong Country, and damn it. Growing up in Donkey Kong Country and Crash Bandicoot because predispositioned me towards liking heavy as fuck controls in my platformers. So something like this is like Well, I've tried to play Super Meat Boy. I just don't like its controls. I don't. I aggressively don't. I aggressively don't like Super Meat Boy's controls. It's just, for me, it doesn't feel satisfying. Like, the way that controlling Madeline here feels so innately satisfying that I love just moving her around, even without a level there. Meat Boy's the exact opposite of that for me. Again, not because the game's bad at it, just it's so not me. So in the speedruns, you mentioned last time that you weren't sure what skill levels required to speedrun the game. So understanding the game, especially the DLC, will get you to a speed run capable skill level. It's almost designed to. So the thing is, like, there we go, nice. If I watch someone do a speedrun, not world record based, so you won't be able to try it out. Well, that's kind of my thing, right? I feel like I feel like this is just in general for speedruns. A lot of speedruns, if you go and watch the world record, you'll just be like, yeah, nah, fuck that. but world record is not what, like speedrunning can just be about your own personal goals of just like, I don't want to beat the game in 9 minutes, but my goal is to get under this time, which requires like consistent tech, good tech, getting good at a route and doing some cool tricks, but not like frame precision for 20 minutes straight kind of tech kind of thing. So like, speedrunnable in terms of like getting the world record stuff would just be like I imagine that would be fucked levels high, and I'm just like, no, but something lower than that could be more reasonable. Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be way harder than what it was. So maybe aim for under 60 runs a lot on the Reddit. So that's a good benchmark. Well, that's yeah. If I was to, oh god, okay. If I was to do speedrunning, that's what it would be. Anyone who can 100% the game could probably get a sub 60 A-side speedrun. Oh, by the way. There, nice. Fuck yeah, first try. Yeah. Yeah. Sucks. Fuck you. Okay. Oh god, okay. Is this asking me to do what I think it's asking me to do? Because wow, oh god. Disgusting. Disgusting. Do I have to jump really under this and do a little bouncy to silly? I don't know what you're referring to. Ah! Not quite what I was expecting from that, but there we go. Okay. She had a little bouncing idle animation. I think her idle animation definitely changes for Summit. Yeah, she did like a little run in place. Her idle animation definitely changes for Summit, which I think is meant to be part of the whole determination thing. This is pure Eva right now. Fucking Susu bounces like this. Yeah, because she has that where she looks out at the horizon. And then there she runs in place and stuff like that. Because in the earlier levels, I noticed one of them, she just like kind of starts rubbing her chin and looking around and stuff like that. So yeah, her idle animations change for this. Because I noticed that one before. This game is mean. Yeah. She also no longer has a backpack. This is also true, yeah. She doesn't have a backpack, because this won't take long. I love Backpackless Maddie, very fun how much they took the animations show off the improves confidence. Obviously, like, the emotional peak of the game is ironically not the peak of the game, by the way, too. Yeah, the emotional peak of the game, doing Summit isn't the emotional peak of the game. Summit is the payoff, right? Like, the emotional heights of the game is the battle and fight, and the follow-up to the battle and fight. That's the peak. That's where the emotions get to their highest in the game, is during that moment. And then all of Summit is payoff and stuff like that. Like, seeing how good she is with the double dashes, going up the entire mountain in a single level and stuff like that. That's all, like, payoff for what that emotional build-up, culminated in and stuff like that. But just with the little touches of those, with the animation details here, the fact that it does the trope that I love of going through all the previous levels again, the fact that it gives you another trope that I love, which is countdown until the end to get you really hyped, and another trope that I love, which is give you a massive power-up right at the end of the game, and stuff like that. Like if your big power-up comes at is one of the last things in the game, I'm gonna love that shit. And also just how good the platforming is and everything. Like, 7A is just, like, peak fucking video games, I think. Like, it is, like, 7A is up there for, like, best, like, levels in a video game, I think. I really do. Just for how well it is done. But 7A wouldn't be as good as it is without 6A being as good as it is. And to show strawberries flying, discussing the battle and falling down, recovering. Yes, yeah. Yes, I mean, like, if someone wants to say that they like 6A more than 7A, I'm not going to argue with them. 7A wouldn't be as good if 6A wasn't as good, right? Like, the quality of 7A definitely requires 6A to be as good as it is. So if anyone wanted to say that 6A, they think 6A is better than 7A, I'm not going to fight with them on that. But I'm a hype lord. I love shit that's hype and exciting as hell. Like, don't get me wrong, I love 6A, right? I love 6A and I love what it does, but I love hype shit. I get super invested when things are hype as fuck. And 7A is hype as fuck. This is open. 6A does more Kevin blocks than 7A. If you think about it, the only true judge of how good a level is how many Kevin blocks there are. So when you judge it from that perspective, the only metric that matters, I guess 6A is better. Because that's the only qualifying thing that actually counts for quality. No! Okay, this section is long as hell. Holy crap. We're right at the end. The game's gonna make you work for it. And once again, we have an incredibly awkward thing to do right at the start. Damn it. Wall bounces aren't in general super awkward. This one just is. This one's just particularly awkward. actually. 2 at once? Oh, I'm so popular today. So popular. Oh, wow. Wow. Ah, someone beat me to the other one. No, someone did beat me to the other one. Get out of here. We got double bot special. How about instead of instead of I buy followers, you buy, and this is a limited time offer. This is a limited time offer. How about for the low, low price of suck my dick, you eat my ass? How about that? How about that? Counter offer. Damn it. There we go. I thought I didn't make that climb for a second. I was gonna fry. Now I'm crying. No! No! Okay, that thing I was saying before about how 7B wasn't really amping it up. Yeah, they waited till the summit section of it. They waited till the summit section of it. The summit section is definitely amped up. All the previous level sections before this are like a little bit, and this one is like, wow. I mean, literally, in the final, like, what, 5 sections, they introduce a new mechanic. This one kind of looks like a... Fucking... This trick is so hard. There we go. I thought the first section of sections looked super hard. Ah. It wasn't that bad. No, compared to what this is. Compared to what this is. Hashtag Beanbounce. Yeah, I mean, again, they introduced wall bouncing at the end to just be like, hey, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. I'll go lower next time, Jesus. Whee! There's still one more after this. That section, swear to God. Oh. This is appropriate. I feel like this might be one of the longest checkpoints we've had in the game so far. Like longer than most rooms. There's a lot here. There's a lot here. Damn it. The fucking bean! The fucking bean! I just wish... It's like the fucking cloud thing in Golden Ridge 4B. I just wish this wasn't at the start. I just wish this wasn't the first thing, because it's so awkward to do. Like, when the first thing is just awkward, I'm just like, ah! Because, like, because it takes so many attempts for me to even get this right, it is, like... It means that how much, like, it's a long time between attempts at, like, the hard part of the level. Or the, like, this part. Like, I have more attempts to wait. So this is, I'm just gonna have to, like, walk off immediately. How is it still going? Can I make that without... Oh, God. Meanest, leanest bean machine. No, you have to get over that without that. Okay, because then you got it. Because you have to go dash and then into a wall bounce, and then end it with a wall bounce, and then end it with a wall bounce too. I mean, we want it harder. This is definitely a section that's harder. Absolutely within the realm of possibility, but it starts with this thing at the beginning. Like, imagine how many more attempts I could get at the rest of it if that wasn't the first fucking thing. Because I have to fail at that first thing like 10 times before I actually get attempt at the rest of it. That was good stuff. How many of those Billy cards are originally pink clouds? Probably all of them because they're bastards. I just wish this wasn't the first thing. I just wish it wasn't the first thing. Because it's just so awkward to get right. That it just takes so long before I actually get an attempt at the rest of it. Because this thing is just so awkward and irritating. Again, it's like the cloud, it's like that one with cloud step in Golden Ridge, where it's just, the thing at the start is just awkward. So it takes so long to get past it every time that I don't actually get to attempt the rest of it for so long. Like, I'm losing practice on the rest of this section because I die to this fucking bean so many times. Like, this is the single hardest trick in this section. And it's right at the beginning. And it's not only that it's a hard trick, it's awkward too. Like, everything else here is much easier. Maybe not the end. Maybe this is harder. But still. Like, everything up until that section and past this bean is so much easier than this fucking bean. Like, so I don't have a consistent way of doing this. Like, I know what to do, but the amount of inputs it requires in such a short amount of time, I don't have a consistent way of, like, knowing how to do it. I've just got to try and do it every time. Like, everything else is, like, still a lot of actions per second, but nowhere near as many. But I hate from this, it was that first pink cloud. I hate this bean more. Like, most of my deaths from this room have been from the bean. An overwhelming majority of my deaths have been from this fucking bean. And again, it's so many inputs, it's such a short amount of time to, like, drop off, climb over, get over it. It's just like, oh. Ah! 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 I'm a big fan of us calling it the bean, because it's a bean! Can I get a fucking texture mod for this game that all it does is just make it just say on this little thing, fucking soy free hole. It's gonna be the entire mod. It's gonna have a sad face on it too. So I petition that specific trick of dropping off a one wide wall bounce, one wide wall to wall bounce. The opposite side should be called a bean bounce. See, the thing that I'm scared about is when you say that specific trick and giving it a name, you make it sound like there's several of these in this game. On royalties for my bean idea. Alright. Alright. But you know what? For all of the subs and bits that I've gotten since you started calling it a bean until now, I'll give you 10%. How about that? Oh, fucking... Oh my god. I've never actually had an attempt at that wall bounce there. Actually. The joke is that I haven't gotten any. The joke is that I haven't gotten any. I haven't gotten a chance at this final wall bounce, because I fucked up getting to it. I have no clue that trick shows it literally anywhere else for the record. Well, this one is a Beanbounce! I was gonna say, if I can just jump from it this whole time, I'm gonna be so mad. No, you can't. The rest of this is fine. Like, it's difficult, but it's the type of difficulty I can handle. So you pretty holy at the start there. Is this? I'm running into an issue there with that final wall bounce of I have no idea where to start the first dash to line up the second dash that goes straight up in a way that works. I'm now realizing that's my issue that I'm gonna have there, is I have to dash in a way that lets me do the wall bounce, which means I have to like launch from like both of those dashes in the right spot, and I can't mentally picture where that would be to start with. This room is going to be a third of this entire screen. This room is going to be a third of this stream. And a quarter of this stream is going to be the fucking bean! What? Just why is it the first thing here? Just like, why is it the first one? Just why is the first thing here this? Again, it's the same as the Cloud in Golden Ridge. Why is the first thing in the room so fucking awkward? Like, it's so unlike everything else in this room. Everything else in this room is like cloud bounces and like timings of dashes and shit. And then the start of this room is just this fucking bane. Where it's also the last. Well, no, there's still one. There's still one. Although if one's like anything in the base level, it's not an actual section. It's just climbing up to the top. Which could also be the case here. This is hard enough that it feels like it should be the last thing in this level. I don't know how to do this bean. I really don't. I have no idea how to do this bean consistently. I don't know how to. I'm fucking up. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've been trying it so many times, I'm fucking up like my angles now. I've tried it so many times, I'm just fucking up like the basic parts of it. So there's another wall bounce at the end of the gauntlet. I have no idea what you're referring to. I don't know what you're saying anymore. When you say it's the last, I now no longer know what you're referring to. I think we're having different conversations. The bean! Curse of the Beanbounce. Probably. There we fucking go! There we fucking go! That final wall bounce, I tried it like twice and I got it. The attempts where I diagonally dashed away from it, I'm not counting. Again, the rest of it wasn't that bad. I got consistently through all of the other sections after like 3 or 4 attempts on them. It's just the fucking bean! It's just the fucking bean! Like, every section that was left in that, like, from the beginning to the end, I passed all of those sections, like, consistently after 2 or 3 attempts at them. Except for the fucking bean! This kind of happened. This is how it be, you know? Holy hell, it took a while. It's the fucking bean. It wouldn't have been that long if it wasn't for the bean. Seriously. The bean made it take so much longer. We getting the ending? I forgot to throw for content. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright. And the Bane. That's just how it bean. And the Bane is defeated! Woo! Wait, right, there's a crystal heart to grab, isn't there? Right, we're not actually in the normal game, are we? There's a crystal heart somewhere, isn't there? Right, I kind of forgot that it doesn't... These B-sides don't just end, do they? Into space, I guess! Into space! That was amazing! I can't believe we did that! Nothing can stop us! You're scaring me right now. Okay, cute. Cute. Now they're death platforms. I don't know if it's canon because the Theo one wasn't canon. Like that was the whole joke. He turned around and said, "It's like, so this isn't canon, right?" Oh, this sucks. Screw you. Ow. Ow again. This is a cool trick to do though. I'm just like, hey, you know how you normally rely on like stepping on these blocks and stuff? Yeah, for this one, fuck you. They kill you now. So obstacles making sense. B-sides don't need to. Well, like the music rooms don't. The music rooms are bullshit. Hell, 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 that's hell, that's hell. That's what hell looks like. I'm like 2 seconds away. You can't get any more difficult. This isn't as difficult as the bean. This isn't as difficult as the bean. It once again runs into that issue of just like one of my difficulties is time. Like around other things. This part's just awkward. This part fucks me up because I'm trying to work out the timing of when to jump, but also I can't jump whenever I want to. I have to wait for the cloud. So I'm like trying to mentally wait up for the cloud and the beat blocks to line up. And that's really difficult to do. Like that's what makes that part so hard. Because I'm just waiting for the timing of like something that's just like in 2 different rhythms to sync up. So sometimes I'm too fast with just like the normal bounces that I'd be doing, that the things don't disappear despite me doing things the same way. Because the timing of the cloud bouncing is just like different. So like sometimes I go through that and it's just, yeah. So this is like timing cloud bounces and that together, which is just very awkward for me to do. It's the same as Celestial Resort, where it's just that type of stuff is just awkward for me. So this is awkward as shit. Seems like cloud bounce and the rhythm are actually pretty synced, and that's only a good way depending on how quickly you get there. Seems cycles match up to me. If they are, I can't tell. Because yeah, it also does matter, like, the cloud cycles can be on a similar rhythm, but when you touch the cloud isn't necessarily based on the music. It's based on when your feet touch it. When the clouds start moving is based on when you touch it. It's not based on the music, so it can still fuck up. Like if you touch it with a weird timing. The day room is just full bean. It's the day the stream ends. No. That's the day we learn how to consistently do beans. That's the day we learn how to do beans. With a consistency. Why did I double dash there? Why did I do that? Yeah, just these music rooms just test as a type of skill that I am bad at in this game. There's certain types of rooms that are much easier for me, and there's certain types of rooms that are harder. There are some rooms that I'll clear like first try quite easily, and there are certain types of rooms that just fuck me. Awkward things to do, and timing being the primo examples. I was slightly too high. This is just awkward as hell for me. So I thought that would have been enough time, but it wasn't. Again, I can't pre-time this shit in my head. I just can't. Not a skill I have. Well, I can get a feel for when I should start based on, like, trial and error of just, I should try it this time. But I can't, like, visually map out, my character moves this fast, these move at this time. If I move with this speed and these ways, this is where things will be in that. I can only learn correct timing by trial and error and just going, okay, based on this one thing, I start the process at this. And then if I do anything wrong in that process that throws off the timing, it throws off everything. Like, that's the only way I can do it, kind of thing. Oh, there we go! There we go! No more running! Woo woo woo! Alright, 700 deaths. 650. I'll show some slight confidence in myself. 650. Red Heart 7. Woo woo woo! It's gonna be way higher. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Ready? Under 600? Really? Wow. Under 600. I really thought it would have been more. Wow. 570. Damn, look at that. Fucking look at that. Everything before the extra post-game levels is now actually done. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're getting there. 3,449 deaths total. Well, everything before post-game. This isn't... I don't think Core is the DLC that people are talking about. But I don't know what we refer... Playing Monster Hunter throws off the whole turn-based game for me. Everything before post-game. Post-game's still quarter to do. I know. It means I get to play Celeste longer. So this will make it technically a short stream. This will make it a short episode. But that was the longest thing it's taken us to do in this game. By, like, quite a good margin. By quite a good margin. It was longer than Mirror Temple, A-side. Longer than, Celestial Resort A-side, too. And we went back into those levels for stuff. So definitely the longest thing so far. But, if I is this level, like, as long as a normal level? If this level's as long as a normal level, I'll save it for next time. Just because being post-game, it's probably going to be hard. And I don't want to be here for another 2.5 hours streaming this. I did start late today, and I'm also doing Ring Fit today. If it ends up being short, that's just how it is. We're getting to the point where we're, like, doing super hard content now, so... time it, like, yeah. Of course, def something you should start a stream with, yeah. I imagine it's not going to be short. I imagine it's not going to be short. Is kind of my guess. And I haven't had a section yet where I've stopped a level midstream. Though based on what people are saying about the DLC, that might probably happen with that one. But yeah. It's on, you know what? It's on the shorter end. But like 2 streams ago, we had a 5-hour one. So... so that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Again, I also started late today, and I got to do Ring Fit today. So it being shorter is not really an issue. But so next time will be the core. Next time will be the core. This also means that we're now at a point where we've hit 1 chapter. Like our average is 1 full clear of a chapter per stream. Because we've now balanced it out where this is stream number 7, I believe. And that was finishing that. I mean, to be fair, we completely cleared the first 2 chapters in the first stream. So we've slowed down since. I mean, it's been getting slowly slower the entire game, but that's just kind of what you expect. I mean, even the stream before this one, we went and got Berries in a Heart, and also did a B-side. This time it was just a B-side. That just means that the game's getting harder at a comfortable difficulty progression, right? Except for the part where we went from 2 A-sides and 2 B-sides and all strawberries in the first stream to the second one where only an A-side, not even all the berries. So, the Celestial Resort was just a particular piece of work. Because it's like the first major difficulty jump for the game. But that's where I'm going to end Celeste today. This game is so fun. This game is so fun. Fuck the Bane. Fuck the Bane. But that was a fun level. That was a fun level. Like I mentioned before, it's just like the sections leading up to the summit area in that are like okay, it's alright, but then the summit section of that was just like, alright, this has only been a little bit harder than 7A. Fuck you, now it's gonna get hard. I think just the summit section, like just the summit section of that last level was probably half of the entire thing. Current enemies: Dust Balls, Dust Bunnies, Snowballs, Bean. They're the 3 curses of this game. Could start with my favorite. I swear there is not a single level in this game that we get to that people don't say is their favorite. Which just means that it's a very good game. Every level we do, someone says that it's their favorite. And I'm not going to argue with, like, anyone's opinions. I still think my favorite level overall so far has probably still been 7A. But I'm someone who is biased towards hype shit. So 7A is going to hit that, is going to hit those notes very well for me. So, yeah. So that would be that. But anyway, I will end it here. Next time, we enter the core of the mountain. We made a joke before about how we climbed in the mountain this time. Based on this picture, I think that's going to be extremely literal next time. So, until then, this is version 2, signing out.